How's America?
Unbelievable. What an experience, Daniel. Quite frankly, last time we did the Boss Bishop interview, as you remember, we talked about my vision of going to the States, but to actually go to New York and stand up there and say, "Hello, New York," and the response from the Americans there was really magical. And it sort of has opened my mind up, the scope, made me understand the vision, more about this calling of mine, what it's about, why I'm doing it, what I want to achieve long term. And it's made me think very much about the creativity element, how long term I can help people to actually find their calling. What we're trying to do, or should be doing, is searching for our authenticity. And this is what it's all about. My art form is a message. It's connecting with my audience. It's for them to understand that through this, they can themselves search for their calling, their own agenda in terms of life, because often we have questions that we ask. And the way to actually find that is to be searching internally, because the more you understand about yourself, the more you can relate to everything else on the external world. And I'm on a journey that I'm going on with my audience together. And I've understood that the experience in America, a land of hope and opportunity, which has got a fantastic future, as has everyone else. But I think the bigger picture is a sharing of power. Too long there's been divisions in the world created. And it's time now for us to say, okay, we can have our own space, we can believe our own dogmas and agendas, but there should be some openness, some respect for other cultures and nations throughout the world. So I've sort of picked up this bigger voice, more important voice. Yes, it is true that I want recognition, because the more that I can be known throughout the world, the more that I can give back. And this allows me the opportunity to be in different countries, going to colleges, going to schools, trying to encourage the creativity of thinking. After all, as Donald Trump said, if we've got to think, we may as well think big anyway. Thinking big is what our life is. Our life is a present that's been given to us. And we must, instead of sitting there feeling sorry for ourselves of certain situations that happen on a day-to-day living, to actually embrace the bigger picture and say, my God, how lucky we are. And to have that openness of spirit, and rather than saying, this is the scope, this is the dimension around me, to understand it's much bigger. So I have an overall message for the world that I want to encourage through my art form. And I can just say that it's a work in progress. Very much so. It's not set or done. It's got a long way to go. I want to collaborate, as I said before, with various other artists in other genres and combine together to produce my art form, which is a new art form. I want to take this poetry to another level, recognizing the importance of what it stands for, but also being able to connect with people and say, right, how are we going to get you to develop your own creativity in this life of yours, because we're all in the same universe and certain degrees of negativity are not necessary. We can take them in a positive way and say they're lessons to be learned. We all have good and bad times, but it's how you view it. And for me, the experience of going to a new continent, a place I'd never been before, and seeing the openness of the people was, quite frankly, revolutionizing my whole thought process and saying to myself, right, okay, let's see where we can go with this. And I wrote The Streets of New York, and that is a very important piece that will develop in time, as will the other pieces. And now the future is for me to embrace the world and literally go forward. So I want to say thank you very much for everyone that came to see me in America. Thank you to the audience in the world that's going to grow in time. We will be doing books. We will be doing a lot of things that will hopefully move you, create opportunity for you to really connect with what I'm doing, Boss Bishop. Thank you.